Linda, and this is the Feelgood Garden. Do you know, I bought some sweet corn here, and I thought it was just your bog standard sweet corn, and I noticed some of it is sweet corn super sweet, and some of it is sweet corn multicolour. I've never seen multicolour sweet corn before. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? And it makes you wonder whether it's worth growing your own, to be honest, because there's 16 plants in there, and is it worth all the faff? Well, it is worth the faff, really, isn't it? Because there's nothing like planting a seed and seeing it pop out of the soil, is there? So exciting, isn't it? Anyway, but I'm happy with my sweet corn. And what I want to do, this bed along here needs a good weeding, and I thought I'd pop it in there amongst the walking onions. This just starting to bud now, to flower, and apparently then they bend over and bed themselves in the soil and grow new onions. That's why they're called walking onions. So I'm going to leave those there. We've got some garlic there and the rest of the leeks by there. So I'm going to plant them in the middle bit by there. These gogiberries, they're not really coming to much, so I'm going to cut them back, right back down, because there's no leaves coming up on a lot of the top bits. I don't think they like being transplanted, to be honest. I'm not sure if you're supposed to transplant them or not, but I did, didn't I? And they're not looking very happy. There's a few new shoots at the bottom, but that's it. So what I thought I'd do, some leeks here, and I thought I'd plant the leeks in amongst the gogiberries once I've cut them back. So that's another job to do. Right. Yesterday, I went visiting Johnny's 2 plots, and I went visiting the first one, and it's lovely little plot. And they've just taken over a second plot, and that's over the way by there, and that's work in progress, as all allotments are, aren't they? So go and have a look at Johnny's plots from yesterday. I'm starting a new series, and it's called Let's Be Nosy, because let's face it, we all like to do a little bit of nosy, don't we? What's going on in other people's gardens. Doug and myself often walk around the plots and pick up ideas. And Johnny and Emma have kindly volunteered. No, they didn't volunteer. I asked them and they said yes. So they're my first candidates for Let's Be Nosy. So we're going to have a look around Johnny and Emma's plots. And when I say plots, they've got 2 plots. They've got this plot. It's just down from our plot number 2. So I'm going to turn the camera around now and take you on to Johnny and Emma's plot 1. And here we have it. We're starting here by the compost bins, and they've had loads of compost from here apparently, and they've been using it on their allotment. Some nice strawberries going on here, all in flower. I love how they've got the hanging baskets there, and they look nice. And that looks like fennel there. Oh, that's a novel idea. Plant growing in a tree stump. I like that. And what have we got here? Oh, lemon. Here we've got a caraway plant, and that's in flower. And people usually use the seeds in cooking, caraway seeds. This is a plum tree, and it's laden with plums. Look. Absolutely full, right to the top of plums. They're going to have a lovely crop up there. Johnny and Emma's got their bean sticks in there, ready to plant their beans. And along here, we've got garlic growing. And down by there, we've got parsley. And Johnny's not sure what this one is. Has anyone got any idea? By there, we've got onions growing, all looking nice and healthy. And In this bed here, along there we've got some radish coming up as well. And a nice little nasturtium in the corner there. Well, I'm very impressed with this French lavender. It survived the winter and it's come lovely. Johnny and Emma's potatoes are doing really well along here. And in there, coming up lovely. And across the way from there is this wonderful little mini polytunnel rather. And he said he bought the frame on Amazon and it was quite cheap and it came with this cover. And he's also got one there that he's netted up. In here they've got rocket and spicy lettuce. And here we've got some number of plants. We've got spring onions by there, sunflowers there, marigolds by there, beetroots coming up lovely by there. Everything's looking nice and healthy. Now in here we've got woolly radish, cabbage and cauliflower on these fruit trees here are going to be moved. There's blackberry there, a gooseberry and a raspberry, and they're going to be moved on to plot number 2. Now here, Johnny was showing me earlier, he's not sure what this is, so have anybody got any idea what this is? Have a look at this amazing shed. And you'll see in a minute why I think this is such an amazing shed. And it's because if I open the door, and I've had permission to do this, inside this shed, how amazing is that? It was made from pallets, and you can see the pallets there, look. And they've all been bolted together. And there's shelves there, look. Really useful for shelves and hanging tools on. Isn't that absolutely amazing? So you don't need to spend a fortune on a shed. Just grab some pallets, and he's clad it with this cladding, which was from another plot holder. And he's put a good roof on there, nailed it down. That door was from another plot holder as well. It was a little bit too short, so he's just built a little bit on the bottom. And he just has to be careful when going into the shed. It's one of those jobs you keep putting off to do, but it's on his list. So there we have it. Johnny and Emma's plot 1, and behind me, that amazing shed that Johnny built from pallets. So we're just walking over now to Johnny and Emma's. This is Johnny and Emma's new plot, and it's work in progress. They have made a bit of a start on it. They've had a lot of weeds coming up here, so they've covered it over with that black polythene while they're working on their other sections. So they got some water butts there left behind the shed, and they've started here. They've dug a bit there, and they've got some black polythene by there, storage by there, and a nice little shed by nice big blackcurrant bush there, and some raspberries down there. Lots of fruit bushes left on this plot, which is really handy. Now this section here, Johnny and Emma were saying this morning, is going to be a nice area where they put their pots and they can sit and have a cuppa. And a lovely little bird bath by there, so that'll be really nice when it's all cleaned up. Now this archway here is what inspired me at the Feelgood Garden when I did the archways over there. They've got some rhubarb by there, and Johnny and Emma kindly gave us some for jam. Polytunnel there. They're going to be covering that soon, but this frame is lovely and strong. So through the archway, And this is all work in progress. They've dug a trench there, ready for when they put the cover on. And we've got some gooseberry bushes by here. And he's been busy digging along there. And this is the compost that they made by bringing their vegetable scraps down. Along there they've planted some lettuces. So there's a variety of lettuces gone in there. And it looks as if they've been doing the no-dig method because there's cardboard underneath there. So it looks as if they put the cardboard down and then their own compost on the top. There's a lovely barrel of strawberries by there. And there's a fruit tree here. And we're not sure exactly what fruit tree it is. There's a useful compost bin. That there looks like an old barbecue. That would make a lovely planter. And look at these quirky little things. They were left here as well. Don't they look fab? So that was Johnny and Emma's 2 plots. And back over now to the Feelgood Garden. And there's the broad beans all netted over. So time for a cuppa now. Doug's in the shed. It's time to make a cuppa. We've had Johnny and Emma over, and we've had Danny over from the Grow Up channel. And while Doug's making a cuppa, I'll show you how our flowers are coming along here. We've got the calendula and the orange erysimum by there. We've got aqualegia. We've got perennial cornflowers. The lovely forget-me-nots are all out now, all on the edge there. So we've got another one there. We've got alliums coming here. There's one there, one there, and one over there. We've got another aqualegia there. Chives. Oh, do you know what? I love chives when they flower. Now this here, I believe is a weed, but it looks so pretty. I think I'll leave it there. Now I'm not sure what it's called, but it's pretty. Now this tulip here, I believe is a rainbow tulip. And I've not seen those before. And there's aqualegia. Oh, it's so sweet. Isn't that sweet? It's lovely and sunny, so the taps are working a treat. I can't remember what this plant is called, but it's got lovely leaves on it. And the flowers are just like forget-me-nots. And around by here, we've got the red jap. And starting to flower down there is the artist Monet's Moment erysimum. And behind the yellow one, the marsh marigolds are still flowering. And they look pretty. Look at those in the pond. Foxgloves are starting to shoot up, and it won't be long before they're in flower. Do you know, it's been that long since I planted these sweet peas. I've forgotten what variety they are, and they're long overdue to be planted out. We've got that one there and that one there. Right, and I've put some compost along here in front of the IBC tank, and I'm just going to plant them there and allow them to run up the IBC tank, and then hopefully they'll cover that and hide it, so they look nice, hopefully. So which ones to do first? All right, they're all actually in toilet roll tubes, even these ones. Right, let's empty these out first. There we are. So I think I'll use my dibber and plant them up that way. Look who's just popped over. It's Danny from the Grow Up channel. Hiya, Danny. Oh, what you got there?
Sangria.
Woo, lovely. What better on us than having a sangria on a sunny afternoon like this?
Absolutely.
Ooh, lovely. Thank you, Danny. If you're anything like me, you like nothing better than coming to a nice garden centre when you're on a weekend away. And here we are. We're in a garden centre called, I think it's called the Gardener's World, is it, Doug? The Gardener's World? Near Rill, between Rill and Conwy. We're staying in Conwy. And it's quite a nice garden centre, actually. So we're just having a little browse round now. And let's see what's occurring. Now, do you remember when we had our shed broken into? Well, we had a welcome sign on the door. And, well, we've seen this other sign and we think, I've taken the welcome sign off the door now. And I reckon we should have this on the door. Well, Doug reckons, and I think it's, you know, he's got a good point there. Let me show you. So instead of welcome, we should have go away. Oh no, I won't buy that. But you know, it's a thought, isn't it? It's a lovely collection of garden ornaments here. It's raining now. I'm going to make a quick dart for it. Doug's down there. Oh, that's handy. There's a walkway here and we can walk down out of the rain. Well, we're in the Snowdonia Garden Centre. Now this is our second garden centre and we've been having a nice little look around now. So I shall just post a few clips of the flowers we've been looking at. And there we have it, our garden centre visits. Oh no, how did that happen? My Swedes have just fallen on the floor. Safely back on the shelf. Hopefully they'll all perk up. Do you remember on my yikes video, the state of the shed? Well, here we are again, and it's in a state. What it desperately needed is shelving, and Johnny and Emma have kindly donated us these wonderful shelves by here. So now we can get the shed a bit organised. So we've got to do it all again now. Need to pull all the stuff out so I can get the shelving in and then put it in nice and tidy. And hopefully we'll be able to find everything easily. Danny from the Grow Up channel gave me these lovely pink gloves and I don't use them for gardening because they'll get filthy and I won't be able to get them clean and looking nice again. So I thought I'd use them to clear out the shelf. Even if they do get a bit grubby, they're easily washed, I think. So, put your gloves to use at last, Danny. I'm amazed how we're all fitted in. I wonder if I'm going to get it all back in again. Oh well, at least it'll be a bit more organised. Well, it took me a couple of hours, but there we have it. A nice tidy shed again. And even better this time because we've got shelving in there and we can get at things better. So fingers crossed it stays like that this time. I'm Linda and this is the Feelgood Garden.